So good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world. And welcome to another album review of The Chill Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector. And today we're talking about the third album by Pia Mater. They're a band from Brazil and they play progressive death metal. So they have a few elements of jazz infused in the song. So think of Ishan meets Opeth meets a slave, and you have the sound of Pia Mater. This third album is called Under the Shadow of a Foreign Song, and it's 6 songs, 50 minutes in length. So you have very long tracks on this record, and it's an album that there's a running theme going throughout all the songs. So it's about like the inadequacies of like understanding where you come from, and sometimes like being mad at the place that you are born, but trying to, live through everything and, move forward in life. And I think this is very relatable to everyone, depending on where they live, because that's a common theme that sometimes it doesn't matter where you come from, you are going to have thoughts of where you come from. So I think even if you're not from Brazil, you can relate to these themes. So the album is an album that, has some death metal vocals, but also has some beautiful, clean singing. So to me, this is an album that can best be described as like a beauty meets aggression. And when that beauty meets the aggression, I think it's really great because it gives it like a balance to the record. The album starts great with a song like An Island Sink. And right away, you get that lush guitars, you get some very clean vocals, you get some like more acoustic type of elements in the song as well. And the song keeps building. And as it keeps building, the vocals get more aggressive. But the experimentation flows into the second track, Fallow Garden. And Fallow Garden is like an 11-minute track, but even though it's 11 minutes, it doesn't waste any second, and it doesn't feel like a song that is just long to be long, which sometimes that can happen in these types of albums. So I really love the pacing of this track. I like the way how it builds momentum and mood. I really love it because like at some part in the song, you get this beautiful saxophone solo that doesn't feel out of place and really adds more like dynamics to this track. I really enjoy the vocals again on this track. I think this is a band that knows when to have cleaner vocals and when to have the more aggressive, and not have like a song like feel all aggressive or no aggressive and just feel weird. So I like it that they can mix both in almost every song on this record and make it work. Then you have like a 2-minute instrumental acoustic interlude with Macaw's Lament that really is preparing you for the 3 songs that end this album. Almost all the songs on this album are 7 to 8 minutes plus, so they're long track. And you have a track like Infringes that again, it has an element to the music that makes you feel of Brazil, maybe in the way that the melodies are played in the guitar, because it has like that folky element to it. So I thought that one was great, and I think in that one, again, it has a great balance between beauty and aggression that I really love. Terra Dois, or I think that's like Earth 2, if I'm not mistaken, is also a great track. Very long track that really plays with the pacing. And when it gets to those death metal, like when it gets to the aggressive part, they really go very aggressive, but they know when to pull back again and, give you some beauty in it. But the track on the record that I think stands out as being more different and more experimentation is the album closer, Canicula, because on that track, that Brazilian folky element comes into place, and you have a guest female vocalist. And I don't know why I thought of like Brazilian lounge music when they went like, oh, Brazil, something like that. But it doesn't go like that, people. Please do not be afraid. The track really lets you in on their heritage. You can tell that this is embracing the traditional Brazilian music. And it's really a beautiful track. And when they're singing that way, you have the lead singer, Luis Felipe, singing with the female vocalist. It's just beautiful track. It's beautiful musicianship. It doesn't matter if you like metal or if you think folk metal or that type of music shouldn't be metal. I think it really gives this album flavor and, you know, makes it stand out from other progressive death metal bands. I think it's great. And then it gets harder at the end, but it always has in the background that traditional Brazilian folk music on this track. And this ends the album. So this is an album that I think it's meant to be listened to as a whole record, as an experience, because every track flows into the other seamlessly. And I think the best thing about this album is the production. This sounds like a band that really took its time when they're recording, because you can hear every instrument so clearly. You know, the drumming is great, the bass, the guitars, the way that the acoustic guitars like shine. It's just a very beautiful and pristine sounding record. And sometimes some bands that play this style of music, you know, I don't think sometimes they get enough like attention to detail, and Pia Mater with Under the Shadow of a Foreign Song does that. I think this is an album that you should not sleep on, because it's just, you know, I didn't find anything negative about this album. And if you want to know more about the lyrics and about what this album is about, I interviewed Luis Felipe. He's the singer and guitar player in this band, and we really go deep into this record, the making, and themes that they cover. So I will post that somewhere around here so you can watch that interview if you haven't done so. So I want to know from you, Couchers, what do you think of Under the Shadow of a Foreign Song by Pia Mater? Tell me, what did you enjoy? Do you like experimentation in this type of record? And comment, what are your favorite tracks from this record? And if you like the videos that I'm putting out, do not forget to subscribe and do not forget to give me a like. That helps me with the YouTube algorithm to get more people like yourself. So until next time, people, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on a couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.